This was a fight that you had against Blair Collins, back and forth. A lot of build-up. SOA on the back of your trunks, and you got the knockout. What's that feeling like right there, Alexis?
That's the best feeling in the world right there when you get a knockout, especially when you get your hand raised. Words can't describe it at all.
And then that was a build-up where you guys were going back and forth talking, and in the ring you ended it.
Yeah, they're talking a lot outside the ring, but what settled in is inside the ring.
There you go. So you're going to fight on the Ryan Garcia card at Crypto.com Arena in July. And we don't have an opponent yet, but what's the update on that?
We're in close terms of finalizing an opponent. I'll be announcing it in the upcoming weeks.
All right, so we'll hear that from Alexis. So July 16th is the next Golden Boy card. There'll be Crypto.com Arena. Ryan Garcia against Javier Fortuna, the main event. But tonight, Jaime Munguia from Tijuana, Mexico takes on Jimmy Kilrain Kelly from Manchester, England. You fought on Munguia cards before. You've seen him. And the progression for Munguia, what do you like about him?
Yeah, first off, when I first fought on the Jaime Munguia card was back in 2018. To the fighter he's developed into now is just, he's an all-around technician. He's very crafty now, using his jab, using his lateral movement, using just body work. Beautiful. But I expect an entertaining night from Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, so the main event, that's against Munguia and Gabriel Rosado. That was here at the Honda Center. So that's the evolution. It continues to grow. He fought in Tijuana this year. He's going to fight in here at the Honda Center. That'll be the main event tonight. Munguia against Jimmy Kilrain Kelly. What are you looking for from Munguia tonight? Obviously, it's not the opponent they wanted, but he's also in the ring. You got to respect that.
You know, the first thing with Jimmy Kelly, he's going to come in to win. He's coming as an underdog. He has a lot to prove. He's going to come in very motivated. I saw him at the media workout. You know, he looked very relaxed. He looked very confident, and a confident fighter is always a dangerous fighter. What I expect from Jaime Munguia is just going in there, putting in a show in front of his fans, a well-sold-out crowd almost, and I expect a knockout.
That'll be the main event tonight. That'll be later on the night, live on the DAZN app. Make sure you download it and subscribe to DAZN. Also, subscribe to the DAZN social media pages along with the Golden Boy pages to let you know all the behind the scenes. And one thing that's really cool on the Golden Boy YouTube page, you'll see it. We have the Golden Boy Insider Show where we sit down the fighters and you get to know more about them. But our crew went up to Big Bear. You're like, wait a minute, Big Bear? Is that where Oscar trained? Shea Mosley? Triple G trained? Exactly. Jaime Munguia was doing his camp in Mexico, now decided that, hey, it's time to move my camp to Big Bear, California. Now let's look at Jaime Munguia training camp diaries.
Soy Jaime Munguia de Tijuana, México. Es mi tiempo y voy a ser campeón. Representar a Tijuana para mí es un gran orgullo, o sea, es el salir ahora sí que de la cultura del esfuerzo, el tener un sueño de niño, de que iba a ser boxeador, que iba a ser campeón del mundo.
Yo pensé que íbamos a durar más tiempo, pues, como ahorita en este tiempo apenas que empezamos a pelear por un título. Se enfermó el retador del Saddam Ali y nos llamaron a nosotros y pues fue ahí que dio la sorpresa de coronarse campeón del mundo.
En el 2018 cuando ganamos pues ahora sí que mi primer campeonato del mundo y la verdad fue algo muy bonito, pues el venir de la nada, el venir como un peleador emergente que va a pelear pues un simple desconocido. Fue a pelear a Nueva York, pues le ganó al campeón. Estábamos esperando una oportunidad como esas para llegar a ser campeón del mundo y pues gracias a Dios estábamos listos y se logró.
Habla del compromiso que él tiene con la gente, con su público, con querer crecer, con querer mejorar, con llegar siempre al 100 y un poco más para la gente.
sea un gran nombre o sea un nombre que a lo mejor no conoce a nadie, el entrenamiento siempre es el mismo, el trabajo siempre es el mismo. Yo no puedo decir voy a trabajar nada más 2 semanas porque soy este peleador. Siempre tenemos que prepararnos al máximo, y yo creo que pues mi esquina, pues Eric Morales, Fernando, mi papá, que siempre han estado, yo creo que me han ayudado bastante, me han hecho aprender muchas cosas. Entonces, como te digo, pelea tras pelea vamos aprendiendo, tanto ellos como yo.
Jaime tiene claro y en cuenta que hay que tomarlo con calma, hay que ir caminando paso a paso, y ahorita lo que se quiere hacer es establecerse en la 60 un poquito.
El venir aquí a Big Bear, el estar en Otomí, alejado de todo, es algo pues muy difícil que no cualquier peleador hace. Yo creo que pues es el estar fuera de tu zona de confort, lejos ahora sí que pues de todas las cosas que te gustan, de que pues salir, de que ir a comer, o sea, cualquier cosa. Pues aquí no hay nada de eso. Aquí pues venimos a entrenar, venimos a trabajar. Yo me vine de allá por mis sparrings, de que pues como te digo, es muy difícil el estar, pues el aguantar estar lejos, el estar solo.
Ellos las últimas veces fue muy difícil tener sparring.
Primeramente, antes de venir para acá, pues estábamos esperando pelear con Charlo. Obviamente fue un problema ya entre pues plataformas de Showtime y DAZN, que por eso no se hizo la pelea, pero Charlo y yo ya habíamos llegado a un acuerdo.
La misma gente está pidiendo rivales, mejores rivales, ¿no? La crítica antes era un poco basada en otras cosas, hoy es basada en que mejoremos los rivales. La gente tiene razón, tenemos que mejorar rivales, pero pues no está en nosotros, ¿no? Que estén disponibles o que quieran. Estamos trabajando lógicamente en la pelea de junio, estamos enfocados en ello, pero nuestra mirada lógicamente pues está en llegar ahí arriba, ¿no? Entonces Jaime tiene bien enfocado esa parte, está listo, está preparado.
Pues vamos a seguir peleando y vamos a seguir aprendiendo, y esperemos que para fin de año poderle dar a toda esa gente una gran pelea y pues poder ahora sí que no nos diga nada.
Porque él mismo tiene como peleador, Jaime tiene que pedir los rivales, él los ha pedido, él está listo. Lamentablemente por una u otra cosa no se han podido cerrar, pero está preparado.
Yo como siempre me comprometo con todos mis fans, con toda la gente que me sigue, todos los que me apoyan. Siempre me comprometo a brindar una gran pelea. Yo la verdad me estoy esforzando día con día para ser mejor. Voy a tratar de mostrar todo lo que hemos aprendido, todo lo que hemos venido haciendo, pues todos estos campamentos. Entonces sin dudas va a ser una gran pelea.
A really cool feature, Camp House with Jaime Munguia. Good job by the Golden Boy crew going up to Big Bear, getting the footage, and also putting the caption there. That's not easy. Good job, Luis and Bobby, going up there, and Larry getting all the footage for you. Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha here at the Honda Center, about 15 minutes away from our first fight of the afternoon. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be. Honda Center starting to fill in, and there's going to be 8 fights for you. The main event is Jaime Munguia against Jaime Kelly. And Jaime Kelly, okay, who's this guy, right? I mean, we see the social media comments. They both see it. Munguia said it. Look, we know that we wanted a fight. Could have easily just sat out and said no, but Charlo didn't happen. Danny Jacobs didn't happen. Shane Mosley didn't happen. So they found an opponent in Jaime Kelly who was more than willing to go across the pond. Kelly coming off an upset knockout victory in his last fight in Florida a few months ago. And he's a guy who's very, very confident. And Alexis, you fought those guys where you're like, I don't quite know who they are, but they have nothing to lose. You have to be careful tonight.
Yeah, just like you said, Beto, they have nothing to lose. They come in with a chip on their shoulder because they come here to win and have everything to gain. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah, and then Kelly also at the press conference was pretty good the other day. I was like, oh, what about the people that are saying that you don't belong here? Bleepity, bleep, 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 bleep. He just let them know, let them have it. He has the right attitude, even though he's wearing an Angel shirt.
Even though he has an Angel shirt, you have to wear an Angel shirt when you're fighting at the Honda Center.
Yeah, Jaime Kelly from Manchester, England. He's a Man United fan. He's like, I'm going to come here and I'm going to embrace the locals. And he bought himself an Angels cap, an Angels T-shirt, and he's been wearing it all week long. He's had it at the weigh-in. All right, so that'll be the main event. Jaime Kelly and Jaime Munguia from Tijuana. The co-feature is Oscar Duarte. Duarte from Chihuahua, Parral, Chihuahua, Mexico. And this is a fighter who has a great story, the way he showed up as an opponent for Golden Boy a few years ago at the Belasco, downtown LA, and knocked out somebody that the Golden Boy is looking at. He got signed, and here he is. But a few years ago, he suffered a loss. Oscar Duarte had a loss on his record, and since then, Alexis, he went back to Mexico and has 7 knockout victories in a row. And you know this, you've had that happen to you, Alexis, where you come up short in a fight and you have to go back to the drawing board. How hard is it to get back on the winning streak and maintain your confidence?
Yeah. Every fighter is different. I feel that every fighter always puts so much pressure on the undefeated record. They don't want to lose a row, and that's just the way it is. But with Oscar Duarte, I feel that he dusts himself off and he bounced right back to it. And he's like better than ever, being undefeated ever since.
Yeah, he's in the 135-pound division. Oscar Duarte will be taking on the Filipino Mark Bernaldez, a tough fighter who now trains in Miami, Florida. That's our co-feature tonight. Duarte is a fighter in the lightweight division. You're like, wait a minute, 135 pounds? That's stacked. And you're like, I don't know who he is, but you look at his record, 22-1-1, 17 KOs. Kid is ripped, and he has the attitude of, I'll take on somebody, much like the same way that you did, Alexis. We're getting back into 147 in a stacked division. You got to love the attitude of him, like, give me somebody, right?
I love Oscar's attitude. Even though he has one loss, he's back on the winning column, and he's out to prove himself, and I love it.
Yeah, that's going to be our co-feature tonight. And Oscar Duarte, a few years ago, we met him at the Belasco, which was the development series, and Duarte was shy. Now he's come out with a great personality, even learning a little bit of English, and he sat down with us in a cool feature that we call Golden Boy Insider. You own in Parral, which is a suburb of Chihuahua, you own cows? Your family has a ranch?
Yeah, my family is of the ranch. My father,
¿En español si quieres?
mi papá y mi mamá viven en Parral, que es una ciudad pequeña. Pero mis abuelitos, que en paz descansen, tenían ranchos.
My grandparents, rest in peace, had a ranch.
Entonces, haz de cuenta que mi infancia, la infancia de mis hermanos y la mía, la pasamos en el rancho.
When I was a kid, I was on the ranch.
Ajá,
And por eso estás así.
Sí,
So he's ranch strong. He really is. They would say country strong.
Añorábamos las vacaciones, esperábamos que llegaran para irnos al rancho, porque, pues, no sabes, nos divertíamos mucho. Y como dices tú, siento yo que de ahí vienen, pues, mis genes fuertes, ya que vengo de una familia, pues, muy trabajadora. El trabajo de rancho es fuerte.
It's hard.
Y, pues, gracias a Dios, mis padres siempre me han inculcado el trabajo. Y desde chiquito ahí me metí a ayudarles a cargar costales, a ordeñar vacas,
baling hay, milking the cows,
a sembrar. Entonces, pues yo
farming, everything.
Siempre desde chico fui muy hiperactivo, entonces
I was always hyperactive as a kid.
Con toda esa energía, pues siempre me gustaba andar ahí cargando costales, ordeñando.
And now ahora pega los costales. Now you hit the heavy bag.
Y ahora le pego a los costales, exactamente. Entonces, pues sí, estoy muy agradecido con la vida, pues de que me haya dado esta familia bonita, estos orígenes de rancho. Y pues nada, el destino me paró el boxeo. Siento que el boxeo
Boxing was my destiny.
It's my destiny, it's my lifestyle. Y pues nada.
It's your dream.
It's my dream, yeah.
Yeah, Oscar Duarte, he looks good. He's got a great story. He had one loss, and after that, he's learned a lot from that loss. Aprendiste mucho de esa derrota.
Así es, siempre había escuchado que dicen que aprendes mucho de las derrotas, pero hasta que no me tocó vivirlo en persona, duele, la sufrí. Carlos estuvo conmigo, Carlos mi hermano, la sufrí, porque pues es una pelea que realmente no debía haber perdido. Pero agradezco que lo que haya pasado porque aprendí mucho y pues después de eso ya vengo con 7 victorias consecutivas por knockout. Ahorita tenía 3 años que ya no venía para pelear aquí a Los Ángeles, entonces vengo hambriento, vengo con hambre de triunfo. Primeramente Dios ganando este sábado, quiero pues retar a los grandes nombres porque estoy listo para los grandes retos ya.
Yeah, a few years ago, he suffered his first loss. He said you never want to defeat, but you learned a lot from that loss. And after that, I've had 7 knockout wins in a row. Haven't fought in the United States in 3 years, and I'm hungry. I want to put on a show. And after this is when I want to call out some of the bigger names in division. All right, you sound good.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I feel very strong.
Right there. That's your camera. Look at your camera.
Estoy
In English.
I feel very strong. I'm hungry.
There you go. Oscar Duarte, I'm happy for you, man. We're rooting for you. We'll see you Saturday live on DAZN.
See you Saturday.
Saturday, huh? And respect to any fighter who's willing to do an interview in a second language like Oscar Duarte. I like his attitude, his approach. He'll be the co-feature tonight, taking on Mark Bernaldez. And before that, though, we're going to have a female fight. The IBF minimum weight title will be on the line. Yoka Valle from Costa Rica is going to be putting her belt on the line against Lorraine Villalobos. Valle fighting with Marv Nation and in conjunction with Golden Boy for the first time. So she's making her Golden Boy debut. And it's going to be a fighter that has upset on her mind, Lorraine Villalobos, who's 5-3, but a couple of those losses have been fighting for a world title. Alexis, she has the right attitude, doesn't she?
Yeah, Lorraine's no stranger to fighting for a world title. She's very hungry, and she's very motivated to go out there and steal the show, to take that title.
And one thing that she has to do, though, is go after the champ. And Yoka Valle has a great personality. She also sat down with myself on Golden Boy Insider. Japón, Alemania,
y España. Y ahora Estados Unidos, sí.
Y para una niña de Costa Rica, cuando empezaste, cuando estábamos corriendo, ahora ¿cómo te reciben en tu país?
Increíble, el apoyo que recibo de parte de todo Costa Rica es increíble, el cariño, eso me da más motivación de seguir adelante, dar un ejemplo a las futuras generaciones de que sí se puede, las niñas que digo, wow, lo que yo quiero es unificar títulos mundiales, pero vieras que ahora me llena más de que si yo logro eso, doy ese mensaje de la chica, wow, yo quiero ser como Yoka, yo quiero ser mejor, si Yoka está en esos grandes escenarios, ¿por qué yo no? Entonces, les digo, si yo puedo, ¿por qué ustedes no? Simplemente sí, hay que trabajarlo. Yo a veces, cuando iba a entrenar, ni siquiera tenía para los pases. En el gimnasio que tenían, bueno, que iba a entrenar, ni siquiera me querían. Era como, yo digo, la última de la cadena alimenticia, pero yo nunca me desanimé. Más bien, tomaba más fuerza y igual, siempre tuve el apoyo de mi familia, de mi promotor Mario Vego, mi entrenador, y Marv Nation, que ahorita está con nosotros, que conquistar el mercado de Estados Unidos.
¿Y qué es pura vida?
Pura vida es todo. En Costa Rica es pura vida, que estoy bien. Un lema de nosotros a veces si no me haces algo bien, como pura vida.
Wow. ¿También puede ser mal?
También mal, como pura vida, como no fuiste así bien conmigo.
Wow, pero siempre desde bueno.
Bueno, no, siempre bueno, como pura vida.
Pero, pura vida es bueno, pero pura vida.
Es como que no lo hiciste bien, exacto.
Ay, Marv Nation, no le hagas pura vida. Es pura vida.
Pura vida, no,
pero
pura vida. No, así no.
Sí. Wow. ¿Te gusta el fútbol?
Sí, soy fanática de Costa Rica y Saprissa, que no me escuchan los liguistas. Que ya se tiene como el pique, Saprissa y la liga. Soy bien morada, uno dice.
¿Y te gusta la música?
Sí, me encanta. De hecho, en Costa Rica estuve en el programa hace 3 años, Dancing with the Stars.
Entonces, ¿You did Dancing with the Stars,
sí.
Costa Rica? ¿De veras?
Sí, ahí salí como en la octava, me fue súper bien. De hecho, ahí fue donde la gente me empezó a conocer. Y, wow, ¿quién es esta muchacha? Me gané con mi forma de ser y ahí fue donde empecé a crecer a nivel nacional o a nivel de Costa Rica.
¿Y qué te gusta bailar?
Me encanta la salsa, merengue, bachata, bailo todo. Bueno, ahí bailé jazz funk, ¿qué más? Rumba, de todo bailé,
wow.
de todo bailé. Ahí aprendí bastante, sí.
Wow.
Aquí me pueden...
¿Cuándo entras?
Bueno, he usado varias, pero ahorita la que tengo es una que me hizo un cantante nacional de Costa Rica que se llama Tapón. Entonces todo lo que dice me representa.
¿Es canción para
Sí, me la hizo para mí. Entonces,
Wow.
esa canción sí me gusta bastante y me
Tapón.
motiva. Tapón de Costa Rica.
Tapón de Costa Rica, la canción de la Yoka.
Sí, Campeona se llama.
Oh, campeona.
Campeona se llama la canción y
Oh.
Tampón fue el que la escribió.
Ok, ahora, otra vez. Campeona es la
La
canción.
canción,
Escrita por...
Tapón de Costa Rica.
Ok, mira, hablo español, pero no así. Campeón
Campeona.
por tapón.
Sí, exactamente.
Pura vida.
Muchísimas gracias y créanme que les va a encantar el espectáculo que les voy a dar. Yo siempre, eso es lo que yo digo, para mí lo importante, estar arriba y que todo el público, ganarme el público y que les guste mi boxeo y que lo disfruten.
Saturday night live on the zone. Yoka Valle. And we are 8 minutes away from our first fight coming your way. Shout out to Pachito, Jesus Partida, Mikey V, leaving the comments on the YouTube, checking these out. We're going to interact with you as the fights progress tonight. Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha. And we have 8 fights coming your way. So at 5 o'clock, DAZN is going to get going with Todd Grisham, Sergio Mora, Chris Mannix, and that's going to be Evan Sanchez opening up the broadcast against Carlos Ortiz from Torreon, Mexico. Then afterwards, it's going to be Yoka Valle against Lorraine Villalobos. The co-feature, we heard from him, Oscar Duarte against Mark Bernaldez. So, kumusta? Mabuhay to everybody in the Philippines. Jaime Munguia against Jaime Kelly from Manchester, England. That's going to be the main event tonight. Once again, download the DAZN app, and you'll check that out at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Now, here on the Golden Boy YouTube, on Golden Boy Fight Night, YouTube edition, we will have 4 fights coming your way. Alexis and I will do the broadcast, and let's get going with Jorge Estrada from Mexicali. Cachanilla is 2-0 with 2 KOs, taking on Hassan Coleman, who'll be making his pro debut. Then a Filipino from Norwalk, California, Japhethlee Llamido, who's 7-0, takes on Saul Bebe Hernandez from Tijuana, Mexico. Then his name is Alejandro, but don't call him that. It's really Pinpoint Reyes, representing Mexicali, but fighting out of Westside Boxing with the Salcedo brothers. He takes on Moises Flores, El Chucky, or El Chucky, let me get it right, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. And then the feature bout here on Golden Boy Fight Night is going to be Carlos Ocampo, 33-1. His only loss came against Earl Spence. He takes on veteran from Argentina, Martin Rodriguez. So we have 4 fights coming your way here in a couple of minutes alongside Alexis Rocha. Alexis, you know what this is like when you fight early on in the afternoon, right? I mean, we have a crowd coming into Honda Center, but when it's early on, what is it? How does that feel when there's not a full crowd yet?
Yeah, as a fighter, first of all, you just want to go in there and just have tunnel vision for your fight. You want to, even though there's not a large crowd around here, there's still views on YouTube. There's still going to be viewers watching you. Oscar's going to be watching you. Eric Gomez is going to be watching you. Robert Diaz is going to be watching you. So you got to put out a show. So once the victory, an impressive victory, moves you up the ladder. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot more seats filled.
Yeah, so Golden Boy here, look, technology is amazing in 2022, right? We could watch all over the world. Every single fight will be brought to you tonight here from the Honda Center in Anaheim, home of the Ducks. And one thing about it, though, Alexis, this is now, it goes from like, oh, I heard about your fight to all of a sudden it's all over Instagram and social media. It's a great opportunity for a young fighter to put on a show, and I think Jorge Estrada, Japhethlee Llamido, and Pinpoint Reyes and Carlos Ocampo have that in mind, right? Because you fought early on. Now you're the co-feature, you're the main event. You want to get away from here at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely. You just want to go out there and put on a show. All it takes is really a good, impressive victory to showcase your talent, a knockout reel to it go viral for you to be putting more noise out there. So definitely.
Yeah, and when you do walk in, though, right, at Honda Center, we're going to ask you to make some noise when the fighters come in through. Joe Martinez is going to be the ring announcer. It's going to be a good vibe later on this afternoon here. But when you walk in and it's kind of quiet, right, how does that feel?
Just your mom in the stands probably just saying, "Hola, mijo, ¿cómo estás?" No, I'm just kidding. But it's
no, you're not, because I've seen that, especially in Vegas. You did one of the fights at, was it 3 o'clock on the Canelo card,
yeah.
right? There was nobody there. Ronnie was yelling around.
Yeah, it was just Ronnie and my coach giving instructions, but no one was on the seats. But yeah, you want, like I said, you want to go out there and put on a good show, get a good victory, showcase your talent, get that knockout reel that you want, that people can expect to put you back on, to move you up the rankings, to move you up the ladder from opening the bout, to opening the thing, to open up the zone portion.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of hard work in it.
So at 5 o'clock Pacific, DAZN takes over, and we're a couple minutes away from here on the YouTube. So go get something to eat, get something to drink, hang out with us, interact with us on social media, the Golden Boy Twitter account, the Instagram, giving you cool behind-the-scenes features. And also make sure you subscribe to the Golden Boy YouTube page so you can look at the Golden Boy Insider, look at Camp House, look what it's like when the cameras show up and the fighters are training for you. So we mentioned the main event tonight, Jaime Munguia, Jaime Kelly. Kelly is the underdog. We know this. We're not hiding from that. We're very open about that. But Jaime Munguia, you expect a knockout tonight, don't you?
I expect a knockout, but I expect Jaime Kelly going out there and being aggressive and have nothing to lose with a chip on his shoulder. So I expect a very dangerous opponent. But with that being said, I got Munguia.
Yeah, and then at the media workout a couple days ago at your gym, TKO Boxing, Kelly walks in there, and all of a sudden his crew starts chanting Manchester, right? You had the little chants going.
Yeah, they're very confident in him, and he should be, because he has nothing to lose. He has everything to gain.
All right, so for you, Alexis, coming up for you is July 16th at Crypto.com. All right. I'm not going to say who do you want to fight, but the fighter that we're going to get from you. Right? Let's focus on you, Alexis.
Yeah.
What's different about you now after you knocked out Blair Cobbs?
I'm more confident. My confidence is off the roof right now. But with that being said, I gotta go out there and perform. I gotta work in the gym. Gotta work hard. I want the big names.
All right. Well, you know what the scariest part was of today? This right here, this half hour with no rehearsal, having no idea what was going on. Good job, Alexis Rocha. A little round of applause for Alexis Rocha. He did all right here. He's never done this before. He just bought a suit. We had to make sure that it was clean like that. Good job not wearing a tie, man. Make me feel good, right? That way, because it closed. I'm a little chubby right now. All right, so 8 fights coming your way. 4 here on the Golden Boy YouTube page. 4 more at the Zone at 5 o'clock. And right now, we're ready to walk our first fight. One and only Joe Martinez is our ring announcer this afternoon.
Well, fight fans, a very good afternoon. Welcome to Honda Center here in Anaheim, California. An exciting night of professional boxing, all brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by Hennessy. Never stop, never settle, and Bet Online. All of tonight's fight odds are brought to you by Bet Online. And now we are set to go with our first attraction this afternoon. 4 rounds this in the super welterweight division. First to make his way to the ring tonight, he makes his professional debut out of Los Angeles, California. Here is Hassan Coleman.
Here we go, making his ring walk. Don't know if he didn't want any music, but hey, we're still going to the house. It's all right, though. Get his music for Hassan Coleman. Making his pro debut out of LA. You all right, Hassan? You ready?
Ready? And now fight fans ready to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, undefeated, Jorge Estrada.
Making the ring walk from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, SOA. Boxing is representing him. And that is Jorge Estrada walking his way to the ring. Feeling pretty good about himself, fighting in the United States. Vicente Hernandez is the song he's using. Jorge Estrada.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing blue trimmed in black, he weighed in officially 153 pounds. This afternoon, he makes his professional debut, fighting out of Philadelphia, PA. Here is the artist, Hassan Coleman. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing white and gold, trimmed in blue, he weighed in officially 153.5 pounds. In 2 professional fights, he's perfect with 2 victories, both wins coming by way of knockout, hecho en Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, presentando el invicto, Jorge, el Scarface, Estrada. And your referee in charge of the action, Gerard White, with the final instruction.
Guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Trucks are good here. A little bit high, I'm gonna let work here. Touch them up and we can go to work.
Gerard White, the third man in the ring. Dennis O'Connell, Jonathan Davis, Jerry Cantu are your referees. Keenan and Lorana working the timekeeper. We'll hear the bell, we'll hear the whistle, we'll hear the clap. We get ready to go. This was scheduled for 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Jorge Estrada, silver with blue. The southpaw is Hassan Coleman, making his pro debut. Jorge Estrada from Mexicali, California, trains here in Orange County. Do you know a little bit about him, Alexis?
Yes, I do. Jorge Estrada trains close to my gym. We're both with the same sponsor. Shout out SOA Boxing, SOA Marketing.
All right, so SOA is where he's at, and Estrada. Scarface is his nickname. He's 2-0, 2 KOs. He's 23 years old. He's got Jimmy Garcia, Jose Castillo, and Jose Uriostegui in his corner. Hassan, the artist Coleman.
Making his pro debut.
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia, but now he trains in Southern California.
Oh.
And again, hit to the body, Hector Garcia.
Nice body shots by Jorge Estrada.
Coleman was being used as a sparring partner by Venezuelan champion Roger Gutierrez. That's how Golden Boy saw him. Gutierrez liked him. So all right, here he is making his pro debut. He's chasing a dream. Not much of an amateur career for Coleman. He's been boxing for 4 years. He said, oh, he's liked it, but at 20, he decided to take it serious. The pandemic really pushed him. He's locked in on boxing. And he's got it in tough today against Scarface Estrada, who lands a 1-2. Yeah. And they're going back and forth.
Back and forth, some nice action.
And Estrada's getting hit by Coleman, who's just winging it. Estrada answers back with a 1-2.
Oh.
Coleman got tagged. Estrada jumping on him.
They're both welling away at each other.
Body shot by Estrada. Got him. That dropped him, and Coleman spits out the mouthpiece. And Estrada, I think, is going to get the stoppage here. And Coleman is writhing in pain. And that'll do it. The fight is over. A first-round KO for Jorge Estrada.
Nice body shot by Jorge Estrada. Beautiful place shot.
Woo, that's how you get going here. And Estrada, though, you look at his face, he got caught a couple of times, and there's some blood on his face.
Yeah, there was some nice back and forth action going back and forth.
151 of the first round. And Coleman, well, love the Coleman coming out aggressive. He got tagged. And let's look at some of the replays here, Alexis Rocha. What do you see?
Yeah, Coleman's welling away. Both fighters just going back and forth. Nice action-packed. Both fighters are pushing a little headbutt there. Jorge Estrada came out very, very strong, very aggressive. He looks very strong. Beautiful place.
That was the body shot that got him.
Estrada.
And we'll be talking with Jorge Estrada. Woo, that's how you get going here. Working our way towards Munguia and Kelly.
That's how you set the tone, Beto. Yeah. That's how you set the tone for the fight. First fight of the day.
Respect between the two fighters. And Coleman, you ever been hit in the body like that, Alex? Not where it knocked you out, you haven't been knocked out, but the body shot just takes something out of you?
I'll tell you this, Beto. body shots are way worse than headshots. Hands down.
Really?
I hate getting hits. I don't hate getting hits to the body. It just sucks getting hit there.
What's it feel like? Not that I want to know what it feels like.
Yeah, I'll show you right now, Beto. But yeah, you just can't breathe. You're just huffing and puffing. You're doing whatever it takes to breathe, but you just can't seem to get that breath of air.
And we will be talking with Jorge Estrada. Let's go up to the ring. Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 51 seconds of round number 1, referee Gerard White reaches a count of 10 for your winner by KO, now 3-0 with his 3rd consecutive knockout victory, Jorge El Scarface Estrada.
3-0, 3 KOs. That's how you open up Golden Boy Fight Night. Working towards Munguia Kelly in Anaheim, California. There you see AB, SOA Boxing behind him. He met the young man 6 months ago. He said, I liked something about him. He didn't have a manager. He said, I'm going to take a shot on him. Here he is, opening up the broadcast tonight.
One thing about George, all his sponsorships, all his contacts, he's reached out to them through Instagram.
Really?
Through social media and Instagram. He also does modeling on the side.
Yeah, he's got 12,000 followers
12,000
on
followers.
Instagram. So way to sell yourself, Jorge Estrada. Let's look at the highlights again from a quick fight that only lasted 151, but they went back and forth, Estrada and Coleman. Here opening up the broadcast. And all right. That's our main event tonight, but coming up. All right, so far, Jorge Estrada gets the victory. Coming up next, Japhethlee Llamido against Saul Hernandez. And after that, Pinpoint Reyes taking on Moises Flores. And then our main feature here on Golden Boy Fight Night, Carlos Ocampo taking on Vicente Rodriguez. So 3 more fights to go here on YouTube for you here, free from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. Back here ringside, Beto Duran, Alexis Rocha, and Jorge Estrada. And Jorge, ¿cómo te sientes? How do you feel?
Estoy muy contento, muy agradecido con todo mi equipo. Hemos hecho un buen trabajo. Estuvimos trabajando duro para esto, una oportunidad muy grande. Y pues gracias a Golden Boy también por haberme dado esta oportunidad. No voy a desaprovechar, vamos a seguir entrenando duro para sacar mejores peleas. Gracias.
To paraphrase, I want to thank my team and thank Golden Boy for the opportunity. Want to take advantage of the opportunity to fight here, but I want better fights, bigger fights, and to keep on training. Alexis?
Felicidades, campeón. ¿Cómo te sentiste? ¿Un poquito nervioso? ¿Cómo?
Pues estoy pisando tierras que, pues, tierras extranjeras, ¿no? Sí. Entonces me sentí, pues, yo siento que el otro peleador se prepara muy fuerte, sí, también y
claro,
pues también tenemos que prepararnos duro para la pelea.
Sí, eso es todo.
Me sentí fuerte, yo me sentí fuerte, hicimos una gran preparación y pues muy contento de estar aquí, la verdad.
Eso es todo, Jorge.
I was on my new territory, on my new ground, and this is foreign to me, and I knew my opponent was going to prepare, and he definitely did that, but we have to come out and fight hard. All right, la última pregunta, last question. Cuando lo pegaste en el cuerpo y sabías que había acabado, when you hit him in the body, did you think it was over?
Trabajé mucho para el cuerpo. Soy más como de tirar primero pues, mis combinaciones abajo y arriba. Entonces trabajamos mucho con la derecha. Somos zurdos, pero estamos en diferente posición y pues trabajamos para esto.
Yeah, I worked hard on this and I worked for that shot. I'm a southpaw, but I was working on the right hand just for that opportunity. Pues felicidades. 3-0. All right, manda tus redes sociales. Shout out your Instagram.
Me pueden seguir en Instagram como It's Estrada y en Twitter como It's Estrada, en Facebook. Gracias.
Scarface Estrada, It's Estrada. He's 3-0. Keep on fighting the way you're doing, and you're definitely going to be.
Eso hay boxing. Quiero mandar un saludo para todo eso hay boxing, todo mi equipo de trabajo. que me han abierto una puerta muy grande y pues no lo voy a desaprovechar. Un saludo para Abraham Pérez también.
En inglés.
Thank you so much for support. Thank you.
There it is. And, look at the last one right here, the tattoo. We'll show that one right there.
Yeah.
That's Maribel, that's his mom.
Mi mamá, el nombre de mi mamá, y pues cada que entreno siempre nos miramos. Vamos a seguir trabajando.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
Gotta go with the commission. They're going to get you, says Maribel. Saludos a Maribel que está mirando en Mexicali. So he's
Saludos
a fighter.
Mexicali. Saludos a Mexicali.
And, gracias. Ya te están llamando. All right, so he's a fighter, Alexis, who his mom is in Mexicali, so he's here by himself. And because he's here by himself, his mom had to go back to Mexicali, so he got the tattoo that has his mom's name. He said, and the boxing glove. And he said, the reason I got it is when I'm struggling, when I got to figure something out, I look and I see my mom's name. That's the motivation. And also on the side of his neck right here, it says sacrificio. Oh, wow. Sacrifice. He recently got it when his mom went back to Mexicali. He said, I want to get that because I'm sacrificing for the betterment of my family, so that's what I have to do. That's so everything about him is special. Yeah, he has the followers, but he also knows that he doesn't want to be fighting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. He wants to be main event. This kid looks like he got some of the goods, huh?
Yeah, he does have some of the goods. Very strong, very aggressive, a good body punch, as you can tell, with a knockout like that. But that's you gotta love it. How can you not love it when you get your mom's name tatted on you and you're putting all the sacrifices, all the hard work, everything you're supposed to do to become a world champion one day?
Yeah, so saludos a todos los cachanillas que están mirando en Mexicali. Our next fight, Japhethlee Llamido against Saul Hernandez. 3 more coming your way. And make sure you interact with us. We're looking at the comments that you're sending on the Golden Boy YouTube page. We thank you for watching. I know I see some people in Philadelphia.
Shoot us some messages.
We got New York. We got LA. We definitely got Mexicali watching us. Y toda la gente que nos está mirando in Mexico. And also we have people watching us in the Philippines right now. As we have 2 Filipinos on the card, Japhethlee Llamido, and then also in the co-feature, Mark Bernaldez. So it's cool. Honda Center's filling up. I know normally you're coming here to watch the fights. Alexis is a little different.
Yeah.
What's it like sitting here ringside?
I'm a little bit nervous, don't get me wrong, but once you get the flow going, you just have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know who has a lot of fun? Joe Martinez. He's in the ring right now.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our next fight tonight. 6 rounds, featherweight action. First to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, here's the veteran from Tijuana, Saul Hernandez.
Veteran Saul Baby Hernandez from Tijuana, Mexico. Over 30 fights in his career. I knew Baby when he only had 2 losses. Now he's got 15. But he's coming strong because this guy will fight you anywhere, in any division, on any day. And he is tough as he can be. Great personality, great attitude. He will battle you. He'll go the distance with you.
The toughest fighters you can fight. They have nothing to lose and they just keep coming. They're not here to get just a paycheck. They're here to actually win.
Puro Cachanilla is the song he's coming out to. All right, Joe, who's his opponent?
And his opponent ready to make his way to the ring. Here's the undefeated featherweight from Norwalk, California, Japhethlee Llamido.
Japhethlee Llamido. He fought a couple months ago on the Golden Boy show. It looked good. And here he is again, our second bout of the night here on Golden Boy Fight Night. Being brought out by Aristeo Llamido, trained by his father.
As you were mentioning about his girlfriend is actually in his corner, who's also a professional boxer.
Yeah. Cool girl Steph, she'll be fighting next week. Shout out to Leonardo Partido watching us in Salinas, California. Daniel Ochoa watching us in Blythe. Got a lot of his family watching us.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing red trunks tonight, he weighed officially 132 pounds. This 33-fight veteran holds a record of 17 victories, 15 defeats, 1 draw with 12 wins, coming by way of knockout. Presentando de Tijuana, Baja California, México, el bebé, Saul Hernandez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks trimmed in white, he weighed in officially 128.5 pounds. In 7 fights, he stands perfect. 7 victories, including 3 big wins coming by way of knockout from Norwalk, California, the undefeated Japhethlee Llamido. And your referee in charge of the action, Eddie Hernandez.
All right, gentlemen, I've been over the rules with you both. You're professionals. I expect you to conduct yourself as such. Test gloves.
Eddie Hernandez, the third man in the ring. Pat Russell, Carla Caiz, and Alejandro Rochin are our judges. The Ronda Bell working the bell. You're about to hear the timekeeper extraordinaire. Got the hammer today. Ready for this fight. 6 rounds in the featherweight division. All right. Hit that. Belted around alongside Alexis Rocha Llamido, the southpaw in the black. Baby Hernandez, the veteran, in the red trunks. And as a veteran and a fighter like Baby, he got called a few days ago. He said, no problem, I will take it, did not hesitate. Respect to the fighters that come out like that. But Llamido is a fighter who is so locked in boxing. Breathes, sleeps, and eats boxing.
Llamido is relaxed, he's focused. Nice slip by Llamido. Nice body shots by Hernandez.
And thank you for watching wherever you may be. A special shout out to ESPN writer Professor Andrade Franco in El Paso, Texas, who's watching us right now. And he's like, wait, did you guys just mention Carlos Ocampo? Yeah, Ocampo will be 2 fights from now. So make sure you follow Professor Franco. Andrade Franco does a great job and excellent boxing writer for ESPN.
And as I said, Hernandez is, despite all his record, he comes to win.
Oh, absolutely.
He definitely comes to win.
Will he? Probably not. The attitude? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He always thinks he's the A-side guy.
Yeah, and you got to give him credit. Comes to fight. Doesn't come just to take a paycheck.
4 years ago, we saw Baby Hernandez fight Joshua Franco at 115 pounds at the Belasco Theater, which was a great development series that Golden Boy had in downtown Los Angeles. You're familiar with it.
I remember the Belasco.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah, where they put the ring on the dance floor and get going, but you had to fight your way out of there.
Yeah.
And Baby was used by Golden Boy matchmakers, Roberto Diaz and Javier Razo, to develop the young fighters. So this is a good opportunity for Japhethlee Llamido to show us what he has.
To show us his skill set.
He was supposed to fight an opponent from Chile, but the opponent did not clear customs. Okay. So Llamido, along with his team, said no problem, we'll take on Baby. They're very confident in Llamido, who trains nearby in Anaheim. He has his own gym. He's from Norwalk, California.
Llamido is slipping punches, but once he backs out, he always gets hit by the long, rangy Hernandez.
Yeah, this one, they both weighed in. Llamido weighed in at 128, Hernandez at 132. That's why it's listed as a lightweight. And Llamido agreeing to go up just to make sure that he had a fight. 126 is where he wants to fight. And you've done that, Alexis, right? Early on in your career where we don't care, let's just get the fight in, because you, after the training camp, you want to make sure you work, right?
Yeah, especially this early on in your stage career, when you have 4 fights, 5 fights. You usually have an opponent scheduled, and last minute they pull out literally the week of the fight. They replace it by another opponent. Nice first round by both fighters. Here we see Llamido counter-punching. Llamido's a beautiful southpaw. Hernandez shaking his head saying no. Gotta give Hernandez credit. He's always coming. He's gonna be in your face. I expect this from him the whole fight. But Llamido with those body shots should be able to break him down. I thought Llamido was a southpaw, but it looks like he switches stance.
He is a southpaw, and he will switch with ease, which is a lot of what the younger fighters do. Yeah, you're a southpaw. You stay southpaw, right?
Yeah, I can't fight orthodox for the life of me. As he's coming out, as Llamido's coming out, orthodox now, effortlessly.
And then moving back and forth is what Llamido likes. And you see Llamido, his last fight was on the Zurdo undercard of May 14th at Honda Center. He won a 5th round stoppage against Edgar Figueroa. I love that. Young fighter, and they bring you back quickly. And Llamido is cut on the right eyebrow.
I believe that was a headbutt.
Which wouldn't surprise me from the southpaw.
Southpaw orthodox stance. But that's very important Llamido's doing. He's staying active, and that's very important when you're barely coming up the knockout victories. It's very good. I love seeing that for young fighters.
You remember the first time you were cut?
I believe my first time I was never been cut. I had a small cut my last fight.
Yeah.
March 19th at the Galen against Blair. I had a small cut, but it didn't really affect me. So let's see how it affects Llamido.
And that's something that, you know, this is why the progression when you're fighting in the second fight of the night, you want to see fighters, because we've said it many times, it doesn't matter if you knock somebody out in 15 seconds, it doesn't help you.
It doesn't. Sometimes, yeah, it looks good to pat down your record with knockouts, but once you're in heavy and once you're tested with guys like Hernandez that come to fight that are literally just smothering you with punches and throwing punches back, it's always good to get that experience.
And Llamido's a fighter who started his career in Mexico. I met him at Big Punch Arena. Shout out to the Mecca of Boxing, as Tim Boxell would call it. You know, at Big Punch, you're not getting much resistance. And here he is. Baby Hernandez gets hit and stands right there with them. You're not going to have trouble finding him. And Baby saying, come on, in the red trunks.
And the thing is, Hernandez is taking punches very well and saying, come on, right back. And he's delivering his punches as well.
Weak Sauce Radio, Marquise Johns catching up with us. Great follow on boxing Twitter. Body shot from Llamido. That's a nice one.
Llamido. Body shots are nice from Llamido. He's digging in that body.
You like his movement?
I love his movement. As southpaw, Llamido's using his movement, his reach, his distance. You see now he's pitter-patting. The top. Hernandez saying no.
Stacks ringside, Anthony Saldana. One of the good guys in the sport watching us right now. Shout out to Alexis Rocha.
Shout out to Santana. Shout out to my whole family back home. Shout out to Hector Lopez, Cutman C, Robert Villaseñor. The list goes on.
Yeah, everybody's watching right now. You're driving Honda Center. Thank you for joining us on the Golden Boy Fight Night here on the YouTube page. Number 2. Come here.
Hernandez is the type of fighter that won't back down. Beto's trying to see if that was a accidental head clash or was it from a punch. Let's see what they rule it by. Here's the replay of it. Oh, looks like it was caused by a punch from Hernandez.
All right, good body work, just what you liked, Alexis. Another good round for Llamido. And we were told that it was a clash of heads, the cut on Llamido's right eyebrow. So it was from a headbutt. Got the confirmation, ringside.
Caught him there with that left hook or left jab.
All right, so también saludos a Paulo Vega right now. As Llamido gets warned, him behind the head. So we got people watching all over thank you for joining us, is Japhethlee. Y Saul Bebe Hernandez, el Bebe.
And these are the type of fights that are going to develop Llamido.
Yep. You know that, Alexis, as they bring you out. What's your record now?
19-1.
19-1. Llamido with a good 1-2. Goes back to orthodox in the black. Coming up next is going to be Pinpoint Reyes and Moises Flores. Llamido, 22 years old. He's an interesting guy because he's so locked in on boxing. He doesn't do anything else. He stays home and he watches K-drama, which is Korean soap operas. That's what he watches on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He said, I'm not doing anything. I'm so locked in on boxing. I go train, I come home, and that's it.
Eat, sleeps boxing, right?
Yep.
That's good.
That's what you got to do. You got to have that discipline.
Of course.
Hernandez lands a shot, but you can tell that Hernandez in red doesn't have the power behind those shots.
Yeah.
When a fighter doesn't have the power, what do you do, Alexis?
Yeah, when the fighter doesn't have a power like that, you just move your head as much as you possibly can. You don't want to get hit, obviously. You don't want to deserve any punishment. But that allows you to even come forward, throw a couple shots. You see, like, that's not phasing Llamido at all. Cause Llamido some blocks, some punches. With the very game opponent, Hernandez.
Julio Carrillo watching us in Pasco, Washington. Thanks for joining us. Antonio Hernandez, Monica Chavez, and Pomona.
I love how Llamido digs with that left hook to the body. From the southpaw stance and from orthodox stance.
Fighting on the Golden Board card. Sonteo Media, the Choose All-Stars watching us. He's moving around. That one right behind the head.
Yeah,
Eddie Hernandez already warned him. Baby didn't like that. The movement from Llamido is really nice.
Giving you a nice lateral movement from Llamido.
This is our second bout. 2 more free for you here on Golden Boy Fight Night on YouTube. Pinpoint Reyes next and Carlos Ocampo. And then at 5 o'clock on DAZN, you'll see Evan Sanchez opening up the broadcast.
Hernandez keeps complaining about rabbit punches back of the head. And when you have long arms like Llamido and you throw check hooks, you throw hooks, sometimes it will get him back at the head, but they're not. It doesn't mean he's doing it intentionally. Sometimes they just go back there and just hit them.
Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha and you. Thank you for joining us. We'll do a lot of resets. We know that it's a busy Saturday afternoon. Boxing. It's also Hall of Fame weekend. And shout out to the legendary Bernard Hopkins getting inducted. 3 classes are going to be inducted this year because of COVID and restrictions. They're going to induct classes of 20, 21, and 22. Editor-in-Chief of Ring Magazine is there. Bernard Hopkins, it's a who's who there in Canastota, New York. Our main event tonight, Jaime Munguia taking on Jaime Kelly as we head to the 4th round. It's scheduled for 6. In the black, controlling this fight. And gets a last-minute replacement in Baby Hernandez. Right hand for Llamido. And Lex, when you're taking on an opponent who is a last-minute replacement and he's fighting in a division that's not his, and you're starting to break him down, 4th round, scheduled for 6, what do you do? Do you step on the gas? Do you cruise? What do you do?
No, you step on the gas. You want to get a good knockout, especially with the last-minute opponent. You want to get a knockout. Breaking him down. I love how Llamido's always come into the body with the left hook. You see those check hooks. Like I said, he has those long arms that could possibly get in the back of his head. But Llamido should be stepping on the gas pedal right now. But give Hernandez credit. Like I said, he's been game this whole fight. Takes some shots, but comes right back, give me shots.
Jarrell, what's happening, man? How you doing, Jarrell? ¿Cómo está? But like that, you want to see him
forward, follow up on more shots like that.
That's the voice of Alexis Rocha.
Want to give a shout out to the twins, Matthew and Mason, back home, tuning in.
All right, no more shout outs. If you want a shout out, you better show up here to Honda Center.
Yeah, you better show up.
There it is. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Bert in Vancouver, Canada, who's joining us. Adrian Hernandez in Michigan. We see the comments coming through. We appreciate you interacting with us. We know it's early in the afternoon. More of a relaxed broadcast as we work towards the way of Jaime Munguia and Jaime Kelly. Also, Oscar Duarte, Mark Bernaldez, Yoko Valle, and Lorraine Villalobos. The females will be going at it. Less than a minute to go in the fourth round. What does Llamido have in him? Can step on the gas and put away the last minute replacement, Saul Baby Hernandez.
Let's see if he puts his gas on the pedal, or puts his foot to the pedal, I should say.
33 professional fights for Saul Hernandez.
Sometimes it could be discouraging when you're Llamido and you fight a last minute replacement, and you're hitting him with such heavy shots, and this guy just not, Hernandez is not going anywhere. Sometimes that could be discouraging as a young fighter.
Eddie Rodriguez, and you're right, Llamido's girlfriend, Cool Girl Steph, will be fighting next week, Elite Boxing in Commerce, California. And it's
breaking him down from Llamido. Nice
body work going upstairs. Bebe is just tough as nails.
That is what I mean, Beto.
Right
you have
there.
to keep consistent at it, breaking down your opponent, as Hernandez is hurting coming back to the corner. Hernandez tough as nails.
Eddie Hernandez, referee, checking in the corner of Baby Hernandez. Let's get the replays from that fourth round. Good one.
Nice timing him by Llamido. Came back, stepped back with a nice 1-2 hook. Here's a little attack right here by Llamido. Coming to the body, going to the top, mixing it up. Breaking down Bebe Hernandez. Hernandez very calm in his corner.
We mentioned a lot of people checking in all over the United States. Also, Mexico. We mentioned our good friend Paulo in Colombia. What about our good friend Justin Donnelly from Middleton Boxing Club in Cork, Republic of Ireland, checking in right now this Saturday afternoon or evening for you. Appreciate you, Justin. It's the fifth round. Baby looks like he's ready to go.
Pedal.
I'll tell you this, though, Baby. I've worked a bunch of his fights. He is tough as nails. The corner's going to have to stop it for him because he's not going to give in. Sometimes you want to see if the corner's going to protect the fighter because he's taking some punishment now.
He's taking some punishment.
This is where if you're Llamido, just get out of third gear, right?
Hernandez still fighting back. Nice 2 right hands. Oh, nice left hook by Llamido.
Yep. Up next, it's going to be Pinpoint Reyes and Moises Flores. Leonard Partido. Okay, you keep saying right hook, bro. All right. I'm going to say it, Leonard Partido. Hey, Japhethlee, Leonard said a right hook. We get a right hook from you? Yep. We're looking at the comments. Dallas, Texas. It's only the 8th fight for Japhethlee Llamido. His first 4 fights were in Tijuana just to get going, his professional career.
To get going, build up the little experience that you can.
Yep. Has no promoter, so he's on a Golden Boy card for the second time.
Looking to put on a good show here.
Yep. I mentioned, like, Baby Hernandez in the red is just, he's too tough for his own good. He's going to stay there.
No giving up in him.
At all.
And as you were telling me, Beto, not that many people here. But this is definitely where you want to have the eyes on you. When you're opening up, not many people, but people are tuning in on YouTube to check you out. This is the performance you got to be putting on like Llamido is right now.
Like Jorge Estrada did in an opening bout. Make sure you go and check it out later on the night. Estrada with a knockout at 151 of the first round over Hassan Coleman, who was making his debut, and those two just traded punches back and forth. Here it's more workman-like effort from Llamido in the black. He's breaking down his last-minute replacement, Saul Baby Hernandez. Hernandez giving him resistance.
Oh, nice right hook, but Llamido followed by another right hand by Llamido.
See, you're right. The commentators are fire, man. Appreciate you. Because it's a little hot inside Honda Center.
Yeah. Right back.
He doesn't go anywhere.
You don't go anywhere.
Good work, Llamido, controlling this fight through 5. Baby comes back, he's wincing.
Those body shots take it out of you.
Look at the highlights here, Alexis Rocha. As Hernandez landed a right. If he had more power, ooh.
Would definitely catch the attention of Llamido. But Llamido's doesn't give the respect earned to Llamido. Last round coming to the 6th round.
6th and final round. Eddie Hernandez checks in on Saul Baby Hernandez in the red. Japhethlee Llamido controlling this fight from the opening bell. He's in the black. Also watching right now this afternoon, Saul Sanchez. He's watching Llamido move around. Saul Sanchez will be fighting on the Thompson show next Friday. 115-pounder. Llamido coming in aggressive to start the round. Can he put away a very tough Hernandez? Hernandez is there. You have no trouble finding him.
He's going to be right there in front of your face, Hernandez is.
All right, so if he's coming out this aggressive, how do you finish him, Alexis Rocha?
You just gotta stay committed to the game plan. If I was Llamido, just keep breaking him down with the body shots. That's what's hurt him in the previous round. I believe it was round 4 that he hit him with the body shots. He worked his way on top.
And he went
that
down.
Was a little push by Llamido.
And Hernandez is saying a push.
Ruling in a knockout.
Eddie
knockdown.
Hernandez, the referee, is gonna rule it a knockdown. And Baby Hernandez did not agree with it. And Alexis, you said it might have been a push. And then Baby's controlling it. Either way, ruled the knockdown.
Oh, nice headbutt. I should say, not even a nice.
That was a nice headbutt.
Yeah, nice headbutt.
Nice clash between the two. It's been a pretty clean fight considering you have a southpaw orthodox fighter.
Yeah. Nice combo. Hernandez's game keeps throwing punches back, comes forward.
Poland checking in, Kirill.
Llamido switching to orthodox, using his jab, timing him.
Moving around Llamido. Very nice footwork for Japhethlee Llamido, the 22-year-old from Norwalk, California. Less than a minute to go in the fight. Up next is going to be Pinpoint Reyes against Moises Flores, and afterwards Carlos Ocampo and Vicente Martín Rodriguez from Argentina.
Llamido landed a nice right hook. Hernandez says, shakes his hand saying no.
Manu Garcia in the 956 checking in. Jose Cano in Billings, Montana. Good movement.
Good movement.
Slipping and landing the punches. 6 good rounds for Llamido. Learn something. Fighting back-to-back months. The development of fighter is when you're young, you need rounds.
You need rounds, very crucial. To be active as well. He just fought less than a month ago. Now he's back on the Jaime Munguia in the card.
So he's fighting on a Zurdo card. He's now fighting a Munguia card, and that'll do it. 6 rounds. Japhethlee Llamido controls this fight. And shout out to old Baby Hernandez from Tijuana, taking the fight on 2 days' notice. Coming in, making weight like a professional. 6 rounds, a tough way to earn a living but the kind of guys that the sport of boxing needs, the backbone of boxing, these journeymen that'll come out there and test you. And it was all Japhethlee, Llamido from the opening bell, Alexis Rocha.
Yep. I love how Llamido just slips his punches, finds his distance very well. I see his check hook. Yeah, that was actually ruled a knockdown. It can't be a knockdown, I should say. But once you glove hitches the canvas, then it's ruled a knockdown.
Lady watching us in Scotland, Edinburgh. Or Edinburgh, Scotland. Appreciate you. So we got people worldwide watching you, Alexis Rocha. And Alexis Rocha will be in action July 16th at Crypto.com Arena with Ryan Garcia.
Yes,
Alexis
sir.
Rocha on the card. And that'll be a good one. But tonight, it's all about Jaime Munguia in our main event. Joe Martinez won this one, according to the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges see this bout the same. 60-54, your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Japhethlee Llamido!
60-54, he sweeps the card as expected. Japhethlee Llamido gets a unanimous decision. Jaime Munguia, Jimmy Kelly, also Oscar Duarte, Mark Bernaldez, Yo Caballo, and Lorraine Villalobos. The ladies will go at it. And opening up the DAZN broadcast at 5 o'clock Pacific will be Evan Sanchez against Carlos Ortiz. We have another high video coming your way to let you know about tonight's show.
Representing my nation, I've been patiently waiting to rep this generation. It doesn't matter whenever, whichever, whoever I'm facing, planning world domination.
Creo que esto apenas empieza, así que tengo que echarle muchas más ganas.
Wicked shots coming back from Munguia.
Back inside the Honda Center. 2 fights down, 2 more to go. Jorge Estrada with a first round KO. Working our way towards our main event here at Golden Boy Fight Night. Carlos Ocampo against Vicente Rodriguez. Pinpoint Reyes is next against Moises Flores. In the fight we just saw, Japhethlee Llamido takes care of Saul Baby Hernandez. Unanimous decision, 60-54. Beto Duran, Alexis Rocha, and Japhethlee Llamido. Congratulations. You went the distance. How hard was that?
Oh, it was a good fight. You know, he gave me the rounds I needed, and I want that. I don't want, you know, first round knockouts. Guys dropping after the first round. You know, we want people to give me the experience that I needed.
And I loved how you're so committed to the body. You're breaking him down. The 4th round, I believe you hurt him very bad.
Yes, like right before the bell ring, I think. I saw that happen.
Yeah, loved it, man. Loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Japhethlee, one way about this, though, you knew this opponent was your 3rd opponent this week. You had to make the adjustments. You controlled this fight. How did you stay locked in this week, knowing there were so many different things going on?
You know what? In training camp, we just work so hard for anybody. A lot of people, they see me fight. They try to study me. They say, let's go forward on Japhet. Let's put the pressure on him. I'm ready for that. Put the pressure on me because I'm a fighter. That's what we like to do. And we just have to adjust to anybody that comes our way, just like today where they just switch opponents or got a last-minute replacement for me, and clearly he was ready. He wasn't a last-minute replacement that wasn't ready.
Yeah, you're now 8-0. Everybody in Salinas is claiming you. All your family members were saying throw the right hook, so you got some talking to do with some family members in Salinas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see right there. 8-0, Japhethlee Llamido. Congratulations, man. Go enjoy the night. And then next week, Cool Girl Steph is in the ring, so we'll
yes,
be
sir.
there.
My girlfriend, Stephanie Chavez, tune in. She's not an ordinary female fighter. She knows how to box like a boy.
Yeah, she's right in the corner. Good job for you, Japhethlee. So 2 fights are done. We got 2 more to go. Joe Martinez, who's next? What do we got?
And here we go, fight fans. 6 rounds of welterweight action. First to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Moises Flores.
From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Moises Flores. 32 pro fights. He comes in with that look of, I'm here to scrap. I'm here to make it ugly. I'm here to just enjoy what's going on. Chucky is his nickname.
A lot of experience from Moises Flores.
Yeah, we're going to get into who he's fought. He just shows up. Another one. Respect to him.
And ready to make his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, from Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, undefeated, Pinpoint Reyes.
Pinpoint Reyes. His real name is Alejandro. Nobody calls him that. It is Pinpoint representing Westside Boxing. The Salcedo's brothers behind him. His trademark. 3rd fight of the night, Ryan Corey. At 5 o'clock, DAZN takes over with Evan Sanchez on the broadcast here at Golden Boy Fight Night. We have 4 free fights for you here on YouTube. This is the 3rd one. 30 victories for Jorge Estrada and Japhethlee Llamido.
Pinpoint Reyes making his way to the ring. Looking fresh in his red outfit.
Oh, yeah. Always comes strong. Pinpoint with a record of 7-0.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with neon. He weighed officially 147 pounds. This veteran of 32 professional fights holds a record of 25 victories, including 17 knockouts, 6 defeats, and 1 draw. Fighting out of and representing Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Moises Flores. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks trimmed in white. He weighed in officially 139 3/4 pounds, and in 7 professional fights, stands perfect with 7 wins, no defeats, 4 wins coming by way of knockout, presentando el hijo invicto de Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico, Pinpoint Reyes! And your referee in charge of the action is Gerard White.
All right, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I'm gonna let you work to about right here. Trunks are good over here. Let's touch them up and we can go to work.
We get ready to go. Gerard White, the third man in the ring. Jonathan Davis, Jerry Cantu, and Zach Young, the judges for this one. Beth Duran alongside Alexis Rocha. And you here in the Honda Center, working our way towards the main event of Jaime Munguia and Jaime Kelly. This one's scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Pinpoint Reyes, 7-0, 4 KOs. Mentioned representing West Side Boxing. He has a lot of fans, and it brings it with him. Saludos a la gente en Mexicali. Chucky Flores in the neon. He got called a couple days ago. He's a veteran. He shows up. 35 years old from Guadalajara. He may not look the part, but he is tough. He knows how to survive. He knows how to give you rounds. He's fought Brandon Figueroa, Daniel Roman, Rigondeaux, Leon Baez, and he got tagged right away.
Nice stuff took by Pinpoint. Flores has been there with great opposition. World champions.
Yep. At a different weight class, though.
Yeah, this is not his weight class.
No. And will he make it ugly? Absolutely. A young fighter like Pinpoint Reyes, going to have to figure things out. It's not going to be a traditional fight. And you've done that, Alexis, right? Where you get that veteran, salty vet that just makes it ugly and frustrating.
Yeah, definitely. They try to push you. They hit you in the hips, hit you a little low, anything to get in your head.
How do you not fall into that trap?
Just got to stick to the game plan. You got to keep breaking them down. You see how
So if you're Pinpoint right now, knowing that you only have 7 fights, what do you do? What's your game plan?
Game plan is just to break them down with the body shots. As you see, Moises doesn't have the greatest physique, so you want to unload down there. Once you start breaking them down there, you work it all the way to the top.
Pinpoint Reyes. You're going to hear a lot of noise from his fans from Westside Boxing. Yeah, Chucky got called on Wednesday to accept the fight. He did. He took it. Scheduled for 6 rounds, and you hear the Pinpoint crowd making noise. They got all red on.
Nice combo by Pinpoint.
Our main event tonight, Jaime Munguia, Jaime Kelly. That gets going at 5 o'clock on DAZN. We have one more free for you here on Golden Boy Fight Night, and that's going to be Carlos Ocampo against Martin Rodriguez from Argentina. Pinpoint with the 1-2. Ignacio and Jose Salcedo. Mario Reyes and Julian de la Torre in his corner.
Moises Flores sure is awkward, throwing punches from every angle.
Yeah, that's what Chucky does. It's that right there, like this. You hear the crowd making the noise and the whistles. It's not going to be pretty. It's up to Pinpoint Reyes to control this fight and make it his fight and take care of it early, right? Don't let this guy hang around.
Yep, you got to. Moises is going to try to smother him. You got to take that extra step back and load, just like Pinpoint is right now, separating the distance.
And that'll do it for one.
Pinpoint has a little nice fan base here.
Oh, he does. He sells well. He
That's
sells
very good.
really well. The Westside Boxing guys always sell well. Romano Ayala is jamming inside the Honda Center. Ryan Curry checking out. Rafi Gonzalez, no. DAZN at 5 o'clock as Pinpoint lands a good left.
Chucky holding on. Nice upper, followed by a straight right by Pinpoint.
Carlos Beltran. Saludos. And he does bring up a point. He's like, Chucky fought at 122. You're right. And this week, and when you have fighters like Pinpoint Reyes, who's 7-0, knocking people out, there's opponents who say, yeah, I'll take it, and then they fall. Another opponent, yeah, I'll take it, then they fall. And one thing that's really hard for the matchmakers to do is find an opponent who's willing to come in and, you know, take on these young guns. Alexis, you know this from experience. How hard was it for you to find opponents early on in your career when you were knocking people out?
They always kept falling through. Every fight week, you would have an opponent locked in. 2 days later, hey, opponent fell off.
There it is.
Then a day later, oh, you have opponent. All right, Wayne's next day. So it's just how it is in the stages of your career.
Good shot by Pinpoint. Dropped them right there. Overhand right by Pinpoint. Reyes connected flush. Chucky's on his butt right now. Is he going to get up? Of course he is. He's a gamer. He battles. Gerard White asks if you want to continue.
Chucky looking hurt right now.
Can Pinpoint end it right now? He's attacking and he's going after him, and that'll do it. Gerard White saves the fighter. Good stoppage as Pinpoint Reyes gets the second round KO.
Good by Pinpoint. Very good at stopping a tough competitor like Chucky.
And that's it right there. Don't play with your food, right, Alexis?
Don't play with your food, exactly.
Get after it, finish it up. And you know, what? Chucky out of his weight class.
Out of his weight class.
You can tell, but respect he showed up, he gave resistance for a round. But if you're Pinpoint Reyes, the most important thing is to get the fight done, right? Because look, for these young fighters too, I know as much as we want to harp and say, oh, that was terrible, to find an opponent last minute that's willing to take on him. And if Reyes doesn't fight, you know this, Alexis, it's happened to you. You don't fight, you don't get paid.
Exactly.
Especially when you're young.
Training camp go to waste.
And it started with the right hand. That was flush and
nice
dropped him.
Flush by Pinpoint.
And Gerard White jumping in, protecting the fighter.
Something
and Chucky's still throwing punches as the referee's holding on to him.
Yeah, something like that Pinpoint. The guy he just fought right now, Chucky Flores, is very awkward, and it's very hard to fight awkward fighters like that, throwing punches from all different types of angles. I like how he adjusted, throwing the 1-2 straight down.
Joe Martinez. Oh, you're gonna cut off the song? You're gonna cut off the song? Yeah, you do. Cut off the song, because Joe Martinez is ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, comes officially 50 seconds, round number 2. Referee Gerard White puts a halt to the bout. Your winner by KO and still undefeated, Pinpoint Reyes.
So Pinpoint Reyes is now 8-0. His 5th stoppage. We'll be talking to him. Let's see, we got people watching in Santana. Adnan Khan watching us. Sandra Jimenez, saludos.
Shout out to Santa Ana.
Yep. Rafi Gonzalez says it's 5. You said it's 6:30 now. Rafi, we're in LA, man. We're in Anaheim. It's 3:30 here. Pacific time, baby. Pacific time. So 5 o'clock Pacific is when DAZN gets going. Evan Sanchez against Carlos Ortiz. And then the ladies, Yoka Valle desde Costa Rica taking on Lorraine Villalobos. And Oscar Duarte from Parral, Chihuahua taking on the Filipino Mark Benaldez. And then the main event is going to be Jaime Munguia, Jaime Kelly, Mexico against England. Let's look at the weigh-ins that happened yesterday here in Anaheim.
Kelly, 164. Once again, Jaime Munguia. 165. 165 pounds. The stage with his protege, Jaime Munguia, as he puts his undefeated record on the line tomorrow night for California against the Manchester native of England, Jaime Kelly. Your main event is ready to go, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, Honda Center, Anaheim, California.
All right, so far, Jorge Estrada with the first round KO from Mexicali. Japhethlee Llamido went the distance, but good quality rounds against Bebe Hernandez. And then also from Mexicali, Pinpoint Reyes getting a second round stoppage. Respect to any fighter that gets into the ring. Joining now ringside is Pinpoint Reyes. Song is jamming. Saludos a la gente que nos está mirando en Mexicali. All right, so Pinpoint. All right, it wasn't hard work, but you got the work, didn't play with your food. That was the game plan to attack him, wasn't it?
Yeah, they told me to be patient. You got to work with the people that have experience, you know. So same thing again. They told me in the first round, hey, relax a little bit and let it come to you, you know. And that's what happened, and we got the win.
Congrats, Pinpoint. I love how you adjusted to an awkward fighter.
Yeah, man, it's weird. Last fight I felt more comfortable. It was harder. I felt more comfortable, but I mean, you box, you know, it's when it's an awkward fighter or a different stance, you gotta like adjust.
Yeah,
it takes time.
And you definitely adjusted well because he was throwing punches from every different angle.
Yeah,
he caught him flush with the 1, 2, 3 straight down the pipe.
Yeah, so I mean, just listen in your corner, you guys, and you'll get the job done.
All right, so listen to the Salcedo brothers, listen to Westside Boxing, and you'll do it right there, right? 8-0, 5 KOs. You fought on the Munguia Rosado undercard. You fought on the Munguia Kelly card. How cool is it fighting on the Golden Boy shows?
Man, it's a great experience, you know. It's the full package, and it's just best to be part of it, you know. The opportunity comes, and we have to take advantage, you know.
All right.
They pass by, and you got to grab them.
All right, his real name is Alejandro. Don't call him that. It's Pinpoint. There's your camera. Send out your shout-outs to todo gente de Mexicali.
Toda la raza que nos está apoyando aquí en el evento, muchas gracias. A toda mi familia, a todos los que nos están apoyando allá del Valle de Chicali, Pan de Lancaster, aquí todo Orange. Muchas gracias a todos. Un saludo al jefe. Gracias por la llamada. Ahí estamos pendientes y nos miramos pronto. Esperamos su salida y pues ahí nos miramos al rato. Ya le dije un saludo al Brian y al compa Guerra, que su play se graduó. Saludos y cuídense.
I think everybody got a shout out right now. Good job, Pinpoint. Take care of the people that support you, man. Your fans are here representing in red. Good for you. Alejandro Pinpoint Reyes is now 8-0, 5 KOs. Congratulations to you and Team Westside.
No, thank you everybody that came out to support us. Muchas gracias a todos que vinieron a apoyarnos. Y pues que siga creciendo la familia. Muchas gracias a todos. Un placer.
All right, we'll definitely see him. Congratulations to Pinpoint Reyes. You see the Salcedo brothers behind us. They're bringing up this young man very, very nicely. Pepe Duran alongside Alexis Rocha. One more fight to go. It's going to be Carlos Ocampo taking out the Argentino Martín Rodríguez. And the main event tonight, Jaime Munguia taking on Jimmy Kelly. And who's in Munguia's corner? El Terrible, the one and only from Tijuana, Eric Morales, and he sat down with our Golden Boy Insider Show.
El consejo que tienes para los papás que dicen mi hijo va a ser campeón y apenas tiene 8 años.
Bueno, miren, es muy sencillo. El boxeo es un deporte muy difícil, muy complicado, no está fácil. Es importante que lo tomen con mucha responsabilidad porque en este deporte puedes perder la vida. Y entonces tienen que hacer una carrera amateur. Y lo más importante y la base más importante para poder ser alguien en el boxeo es hacer mucho amateur. ¿Cuántas? 100, 200 peleas. Entre más hagas mejor. 16, 17, a los 18. Y si puedes aguantar a los 19, pues aguanta. Yo creo que en medida que hagas una mejor carrera amateur, vas a hacer una gran carrera profesional. No te presiones, no presiones a los niños. A los niños de repente hoy están en un deporte y luego se cambian. Está bien, no pasa nada. Con que hagan una actividad física o un deporte es suficiente. El boxeo necesitas mucha pasión. Sería muy lamentable que obligaras a tu hijo a que hiciera un deporte que o no le gusta, o lo hace por ti, o lo hace por la familia, pero en realidad lo tiene que sentir, ¿sabes? Y este deporte te puedes lamentar porque si no lo hace adecuadamente, vuelvo al tema, puede perder la vida, puede quedar mal, lo pueden lastimar. Entonces, dense tiempo, denle oportunidad, que haga un buen amateur y luego ya profesional, y seguramente va a ser un gran boxeador.
Bueno, y que sea el sueño del niño, ¿verdad?
Claro, es lo más importante. Mira, yo a mis hijos, yo jamás les he pedido que hagan un deporte a la fuerza. Al contrario, Eric está que quiere ser boxeador y ahí está intentando hacerlo. Yo no lo presiono, no le muevo, no le hago nada todavía. Lo apoyo, a veces lo voy a ver, pero de hecho hace poquito tuve un pleito de eso, de por qué yo no me meto con él al gimnasio. Le digo, porque no me voy a meter contigo al gimnasio hasta que tú estés listo. ¿Cuándo estás listo? Pues cuando me demuestres que tienes ganas de hacer esto. O sea, ahorita es una temporada, pero ¿quién me dice que mañana? Y no es porque no quiera, es porque lo tienen que hacer bien y le tienen que nacer. Y tiene que ser por el propio.
Las palabras del campeón, Eric Morales, o si el consejo. Es bonito, es la verdad también.
Sí, claro, porque luego obligamos a los papás, a los niños, y eso está mal. Los obligamos a hacer algo que no quieren y se sienten comprometidos o se sienten amenazados de que si no hacen el gimnasio, no les compran, no les dan, no los llevan, no los pones, y eso no está bien. No sean cabrones, no vivan a través de sus hijos. Ya vivieron su vida y ustedes no se animaron, pues no metan a sus hijos.
¿Qué están diciendo ahí?
Lo mismo.
They love you.
Sí. La raza sabe.
Ellos saben. There you go. El campeón Eric Morales. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Un saludo.
There it is. The champion, Eric Morales. Un Round Más is a podcast. You can see him on Azteca. You can see him wherever you want. You get all kinds of things. This is why I go to the Boy Insider. All right. Is it right here? Okay. Bye.
That was really cool. Eric was on his Instagram live while we were doing that interview. And my goodness, it's hard doing something in Spanish. 3 fights are done. Jorge Estrada and Pinpoint Reyes with knockouts. Japhethlee Llamido went the distance. One more fight for you here on Golden Boy Fight Night for free on YouTube. Then at 5 o'clock is when it gets going on DAZN. So download the DAZN app. At 5 o'clock Pacific time, right? Pacific time, Orange County time, LA time, Seattle time, and you'll be able to see Evan Sanchez taking on Carlos Ortiz in the main event, Jaime Munguia, Jaime Kelly. So 4 fights tonight on the Golden Boy Show here from Orange County, California. Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha. We get going. And you're right, Robert Riamontes, I failed Spanish, bro. Man, you're right. It's and then not only did I mess up my Spanish because I wasn't expecting that. I'm interviewing Eric Morales, who was like a legend, Hall of Famer. I'm all nervous, and then Morales in Spanish was saying how parents should let the kids chase their dream.
Yeah,
right? That's a big advice you have too, right, Alexis?
Yeah, definitely. You know, to any up and comer, to any young kid, you know, that wants to join boxing or any sport. You know, just got to stay focused. It's whatever they want to do and chase their dreams.
And you know this, Alexis. You were a fighter. Your story's been told at the age of 14. You were over 200 pounds. You're like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Yeah. And then when you decided to chase something, that's the difference, right? Because too many kids are being forced into doing something, whether it's baseball, basketball, boxing, by their parents. And you see it. The kids get burned out.
Yeah, they get burned out. First of all, they're pushed into something that they don't want to do. But when it's natural and it's authentic and they want to go chase their dreams, that's when it all comes about.
As Javier Razo, matchmaker, decides to get in our screen, you never want to know what the matchmaker looks like, and there he is right now. Beto Duran, Alexis Rocha. One more fight coming your way. Remember, 5 o'clock Pacific time, DAZN gets going, but don't go anywhere right now. One more free fight. And who is it, Joe Martinez?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the next fight tonight. 8 rounds. This in the middleweight division. First to make its way to the ring, fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Here is Martín Rodríguez.
Coming in from Argentina, wearing the blue and white, representing his country. Vicente El Mono Rodríguez. Everybody calls him Martín. He's a veteran from El Dorado, Misiones, Argentina, near Buenos Aires. 51 fights for El Mono.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the ring from Ensenada, Mexico, Carlos Ocampo.
Ay. Mi papá? Uh-oh. What song is that, Alexis?
I
Can't hear it? Can't hear it?
No,
Oh, you have the headset on. I don't. La Chona. Feeling pretty good.
Sing it, Beto, sing it.
Bailamos con... It's on YouTube. We can get I don't want any violations here. There it is. Tucán is coming through. The guy fighter from Ensenada, Chema Ocampo. Saludos a Ricardo in Nicaragua. People are liking you, Alexis Rocha. And for those of you talking, Alexis Rocha, this is his first ever broadcast. Great job for the young man. It's not easy to do this.
Thank you.
Making it sound easy.
Sure is fun.
Joe Martinez. Let's go. Oh, he looks smooth tonight. I like that suit.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds. This bout scheduled in the middleweight division, and it is brought to you by Sanford Promotions. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and gold trimmed in the flag of Argentina. He weighed officially 154 1/4 pounds, and in 51 professional fights, his record stands at 40 victories, 10 defeats, 1 draw with 21 wins, coming by way of knockout desde Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Martín El Mono Rodríguez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray with black. He weighed in 156 pounds even. In 34 professional fights, his record outstanding with 33 victories, just 1 defeat, 21 wins, coming by way of knockout from Ensenada, Mexico, Carlos Chema Ocampo. And your referee in charge of the action is Eddie Hernandez.
Gentlemen, over the rules with your board, you're professional and expect you to conduct yourself as such. Let's go. Good luck.
And we get ready to go. Our 4th and final free fight here on Golden Boy Fight Night. Chema Ocampo from Mexico. El Mono Rodríguez from Argentina. Appreciate you checking in. Alvarado, Texas, Jerry Salinas. Hello, Joseph Garza. Yes, we are live in Anaheim, California. 5 o'clock Pacific is when the DAZN gets going. This is our last free fight for you here on the Golden Boy YouTube page. Beto Duran alongside Alexis Rocha with you here inside the Honda Center. This was scheduled for 8 rounds. Ocampo is from Ensenada. He's 26 years old. His only loss, he was stopped by Earl Spence Jr. about 4 years ago in the first round. He said he was just caught cold. His last fight was in March in Canada. He went on the road as the B-side and stopped Michael Zuski, a 9th round TKO. He's also fighting with Sanford Promotions. His opponent, El Mono Rodríguez, well, he has a passport. He will travel. He will fight you anywhere. Argentina, Australia, Belgium, the UK, Spain, and Ukraine. His last fight was in May. That was in Texas. He got stopped in the 3rd round against Kevin Johnson, who has a record of 10-2. Robert Mirantes, you're right, man. He did fight Earl Spence at the Star. Chino, California. Chino Boxing checking in. The Rio Grande Valley, the 956. So this is our last fight here for you on the Golden Boy YouTube page. Jorge Estrada, Pinpoint Reyes with KOs. Japhethlee Llamido went the distance. What will this 4th fight do?
Chema just much bigger than his opponent.
Yep.
Big height difference.
And I asked Rodriguez about that. He said, I've never fought anybody my size. He's built like a little tank.
He is.
You ever fought anybody that small?
No, I don't think I have. How tall is he? 5'8"? Well, I'm a welterweight, so 5'8"'s about the solid height.
Yeah, he says he's 5'8". Oh. And a body shot got him. Chema with the left hook to the body. El gancho al hígado as Mono goes down. The second reaction. He's trying to get up. He's crawling around, and that'll do it. A 1st round stoppage para Carlos Chema Ocampo. Man, he got him. And they got the stool immediately. 2:06 of the 1st round for Carlos Chema Ocampo.
That was a nice, well-placed left hook to the body.
Yeah. I was expecting rounds. I the impression I got was that Ocampo was going to get some work in, eventually stop him. Because Rodriguez is tough, but
Vicente's still hurting. Is he still on the stool?
Yeah, he's trying to breathe. There you see Fernando Beltran for DAZN Promotions, who has Chema Ocampo, 26 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, Alexis said, ooh. And he grabbed the right side immediately, Lex. Ooh. Yeah, it was quicker than we expected.
Yeah.
But he went on his backside immediately, did Mono Rodriguez. Ocampo barely breaks a sweat. But as you said earlier, if you land that body shot in the right spot.
The right spot, you're not getting up.
Joe Martinez, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes and 6 seconds of round number 1. We have your winner by way of knockout, Carlos Chema Ocampo.
Well, los Tucanes are jamming. I think the song lasted longer than the fight. 206 is a decision for Carlos Ocampo. And this is a young man. He's got a nice record. The only blemish, lost to Earl Spence in the first round, but then again, everybody's lost to Earl Spence. He's now 34-1. It's 22nd stoppage. And Mono Rodriguez is right above us, and he is still hurting. He's walking off very slow.
Still grabbing the right side of his stomach.
So 4 fights done. Victories for the red corner tonight. As Jorge Estrada took care of Hassan Coleman in a first round. That was a battle. They went back and forth. And then the next one was Japhethlee Llamido had to go the distance against Saul. Hernandez got some quality round for the young man from Norwalk, California. Pinpoint Reyes from Mexicali knocked out Moises Flores in the second. And right now we just saw Carlos Ocampo with a vicious body shot ending the night for Vicente Rodriguez. All right, so right now, if you're wondering, when's the next fight? Well, at 5 o'clock Pacific on DAZN, you'll be able to see 4 fights. Evan Sanchez, Jorge against Lorraine Villalobos, Oscar Duarte, Mark Hernandez, Jaime Munguia, and Jaime Kelly. Those are on the DAZN app. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to Golden Boy's YouTube page. Alexis Rocha, we did 4 fights, your first broadcast ever. How you feel?
I loved it. Love broadcast. I can see why you do it.
It is. But it's different, though, when you're sitting here, you have to pay attention the entire time.
Yeah, you got to pay attention. You got to talk the whole time. It's very fun. I love boxing. I love breaking it down. But it's always good to have it alongside this guy.
Hey, next time we're going to get you a little pocket square. We're going to be looking all smooth.
Yeah.
All right, main event tonight, Jaime Munguia, Jaime Kelly. How do you see it playing out?
You know, Kelly's changed his opponents. He has nothing to lose. He's going to come very aggressive. He's going to steal the show tonight. He has everything to gain. But Munguia is just a star in the making. He's going to go in. He's going to do what he has to do against a no-name, against Jaime Kelly. I got Munguia by knockout.
I like Kelly's attitude of like, hey, well, we don't know who you are. Well, bleep this, bleep that, bleep this, bleep that. And the attitude of the bleeping attitude.
The whole 9 yards, right?
That'll be the main event. Oscar Duarte and Mark Hernandez. That's a good one at 135 pounds. As Duarte from Parral, Chihuahua, he's 22-1-1, 17 KOs. Bernaldez from Philippines also has 17 KOs. Do we see an 18th tonight? They both swing. They both
swing. They both go out looking for knockouts. Both strong competitors, and both of them. I've known Oscar Duarte since back in the day, from back in the Velasco days, as we say. So it should be a good scrap.
And the good one would be the IBF minimum weight title on the line for the ladies. Jorge from Costa Rica taking on Lorraine Villalobos. And then it opens up with young Evan Sanchez from Parlier, California. He's looking good. His third time on DAZN. He takes on veteran Carlos Ortiz from Torreon. So that'll be going 5 o'clock Pacific. Make sure you follow up on the Golden Boy social media account, Instagram, Twitter, all the behind-the-scenes action that's available for you. And why do you want to subscribe to the Golden Boy YouTube page? Because you have the Golden Boy Insider, and also you see cool features that we do, that we produce, where we go to the fighters and see what it's like. And when they're there and you see them, and you're like, wait a minute, it's a different atmosphere. Alexa's been featured a couple of times. So for Luis Gonzalez and Bobby Diaz here ringside, and my partner Alexis Rocha, thanks for watching. But don't go anywhere. Right now, let's go see what it's like being in Big Bear as Jaime Munguia moves his camp from Mexico to Southern California mountains. All right, well, you know what? Before we do that, here's Sonidito jamming. So we're going to keep on going with Sonidito.
I'm bobbing
All
my
right,
head to
there
it.
you go. All right, so we're going to get the Munguia camp video for you, but we also have different features available on the YouTube page. So let's look at the highlights of the night. Before we leave to Munguia, the highlights. This is the first fight. Man, they were just chucking it. I love that.
They were
Old
just
school.
going back and forth action.
And then that's the shot that got him a body shot.
Nice, perfect body shot.
And he dropped right away. Look at Keenan, the timekeeper, jumping up. Keenan was like, no, that's it right there. Keenan was all over it. So when the timekeeper jumps up, you know it's good. The second fight was Llamido working the distance. Yeah.
Using the punches. Nice creating distance. Little flurry there by both opponents. Nice check hook by Llamido.
Yeah, good rounds by Llamido, who gets the victory. He's now 8-0. Pinpoint Reyes jumped into the ring, and in the second round, he ended it against a late replacement in Chucky Flores. But he did what he had to do, take care of your opponent. And Chucky was still game, was willing to exchange, and then he finally got caught in the second round. And here's where the end of the fight happened. Gerard White stopped it.
Seen enough, and he was still swinging back after that.
Yep, that was in the second round. And then in our main feature here on YouTube, Chema Ocampo, body shot, delayed reaction. Ooh.
Paralyzes you.
Great job by the people in the truck getting the camera, getting the replay as we saw that. All right, so that's what it was, the highlights for you. Chema Ocampo gets his 34th victory. All right, so for this time we're going to do it right. For Alexis Rocha, Bobby Diaz here working with us, Luis Gonzalez in the truck, and everybody working behind the scenes, all the camera and all the audio. Thank you for bringing this broadcast to you. Flawless broadcast. Thank you for watching it at 5 o'clock Pacific on DAZN. Not here, not on this page, on DAZN. Download the app, and you will see 4 fights with the main event being Jaime Munguia. What has Jaime Munguia been up to? Well, let's go and see this edition of Munguia in the camp.
Pues la verdad es una gran satisfacción el haber salido de aquí. La verdad yo estoy orgulloso de haber salido de aquí. Gracias a esto pues soy lo que soy. Entonces pues nada más que agradecer y bendecir este lugar, ¿no?
Su boxeo le permite gustarle a la gente, ¿no? Adicionalmente, pues estamos dándole herramientas para que haga mejor su trabajo y para que él pueda lograr lo que él realmente quiera y se enfoque y lo haga de corazón.
Pues es un gran orgullo el representar a Tijuana, poner el nombre de Tijuana en alto. Obviamente pues sabemos que ha habido bastantes campeones aquí en Tijuana, pero pues es un orgullo formar parte de ellos.
I guess growing up in a very tough neighborhood, I'm sure Tijuana has its pockets of tough neighborhoods where he grew up from. Built his character to what it is today. He's a fighter. He steps into that ring, the bell rings, and he wants to fight. He wants to brawl.
En Tijuana salen duros ya los peleadores desde que llegan. Dicen más a veces hasta sin que sepan boxear, ya se suben y ya saben tirar golpes. Eso es lo que me gusta de los peleadores pues, que de aquí de Tijuana, que son de Tijuana, son peleoneros, pues ya. Ajá, van a dar todo por el todo.
Siempre me ha gustado el boxeo, siempre lo practicaba. Pues recuerdo aquí, me iba al gimnasio con mi papá ya cuando yo tenía como 12 años, puso un gimnasio aquí como que estará como a 2 kilómetros de aquí. Todos los días me recuerdo que salía de la colonia y me iba caminando, me iba en la bicicleta, me iba a entrenar y luego ya regresaba. Y pues así me la llevaba, aquí me la llevaba caminando por todo el barrio.
No pensé si iba a ser boxeador, yo nomás me lo llevaba a entrenar, pues, enseñarle buenos caminos, no andar en la calle, ¿verdad? Y sí, gracias a Dios salió boxeador y salió bueno, ¿verdad?
Tijuana representa calidad garantizada de un buen espectáculo. Cuando la gente escucha la palabra de Tijuana, sabe que va a ser un buen combate. Y cuando la gente escucha de la zona norte de Tijuana, sabe que es garantizado.
You know, growing up in the streets, it's a whole different mentality. You're always in survival mode, and you know, when you take that inside the ring, when you train your body, your mind, your soul to fight, you always remember where you came from. You always remember that you grew up in the streets.
Ahí es de mi papá, ahí en esa casa de madera. Y arriba mi papá pues tenía su tele y todo. Siempre cuando quería ver peleas de box, me iba con mi papá cada fin de semana las está viendo.
México, como en muchas partes del país, tiene problemas económicos y los quienes nos dedicamos al boxeo buscamos un lugar y el boxeo es un vehículo, un trampolín para poder lograr salir de la necesidad, de la pobreza. Así que hoy en día somos una potencia nacional y mundial.
Pues un peleador de Tijuana para mí representa ahora sí que tener huevos, ir para adelante, pues tirar golpes. Obviamente también no es nada más irse a lo loco, pero en mi caso me gusta pues ir al frente y pelear, ¿no?
It's basically like an automatic mode. It's a switch. You know, you think about those streets, you think about Tijuana, you think about where I grew up, and so it's built inside of you.
Una vez, aquí abajo, estábamos, este güey y yo, el Tavo. ¿Graban al Tavo? Este güey es mi compa desde morro. Y una vez andaba, me acuerdo que mi papá me regaló una bicicleta moradita así chiquita y andábamos en los Diablitos. Y la pinche cicatriz esta que tengo aquí en la frente, andábamos rampeando en unos troques de tierra que echaron. Y en una de esas, este iba conmigo atrás en los Diablitos. Y en una de esas yo me fui para el cerro y este güey se aventó, me dejó solo. Me fui y me enterré una lámina aquí pues aquí en la cabeza. Y ya, yo nomás me acuerdo que me sacaron cargando del cerro. Y nomás me acuerdo así como de imágenes que miraba como una sábana así blanca llena de sangre. Y ya de ahí no me acuerdo de nada. Y dice mi madrina que dice, a este cabrón con eso se le va a quitar la maña de andar en la bicicleta. Y mi mamá tiene fotos del siguiente día que andaba todo vendado, en chinga en toda la bicicleta.
Whether Munguia's hurt or whether he hurt his opponent, he has that switch that he has to, it's like, I have to fight. This is what I do, this is what I know. This is where I grew up, in the streets, in the barrio.
¿Qué recuerdas de ese Jaime chiquito? ¿Qué le dice el campeón mundial hoy a ese Jaime niño? ¿Qué le dices a ese Jaime?
Pues yo le diría que le eche ganas, que no se vaya por el mal camino, que siga trabajando, que puede cumplir sus sueños siempre y cuando siga trabajando y esforzándose pues al 100%.
¿Y crees que este niño estaría orgulloso ahora de este Jaime?
Pues yo creo que sí, la verdad que sí.